And we are back for the next episode of the Slipstream Racing series, this time for Race 3 in Dover, 52 laps of this mile-long track. One that I'm not as good at compared to Atlanta, but being that it's a custom schedule, if it's a track that I truly hated, it wouldn't be here. Or a track that just truly didn't work properly, because there are a couple of tracks in that category on this game too. Sonoma being one example. As much as it's a fine racetrack and it works well on, like, say, project cars, but here it just doesn't, because these cars get weightless when they're on any kind of elevation change, and Sonoma is built on a giant hill, so you can imagine how that creates problems. They couldn't be bothered to program the cars separately for road courses and for normal racetracks, so you know how that goes. Skip correctors. I was trying to change the party audio. Like change the party audio mix. However, I'm not in a party, so I can't do that. And this game has no audio settings in-game. So, there you go. Alright, good job, me. My God! This is gonna be an abysmal lap. 22nd. Honestly, I expected worse than that. I didn't make either corner right. My car was loose in both of them. Somehow I qualified Alice, but I did not out-qualify Sayori or Banji. Or Mojo Jojo, for that matter. And Tyler is on the pole. As the crowd gets very loud. Nobody in front of me is going to the back. I know later in the race I'm definitely going to have to make some sort of wedge adjustment. Oh boy, Tyler is really fast. And Banji is really fast. I have the points lead in hand here, so my main goal should be to just kind of survive and maintain, but that's really difficult to do if qualifying was any indication. Okay.
Oh my God!
Okay. What was the reason for that? Oh, this car hates the inside. Holy fuck. Okay, point taken. Let's run the high line and see if that's any better for survival. I'm not holding my breath, but apparently is. Okay, we found the secret. However, everybody else is also doing that. Hi, 95. Hi, Gina. That's also the thing, loose is fast, especially on a NASCAR game. Oh my God. Please pick a lane. How are you? Probably terrified because I'm next to you and my car seems to be within an Initial D's TV show. Especially exiting 4! to leave me the most room here, Phineas. Okay, then I run him out of room, so I guess we are even. Why do I keep running inside? Why don't I learn? My throat is dead. Already, I've been talking for 5 minutes. Yeah, I should have set up 2 or something. I just desperately need to get to the pit cycles and change this son of a gun wedge. You'll probably discover the tire pressures are probably miles higher than they have to be. That's probably also the root cause here. Somehow I am surviving and I've made my way almost to the top 10, or into the top 10. I'm 8th, not 18th. I don't know what I'm talking about. Doesn't seem like we're competing at the end of this stage, so I have to suffer through another one. This very loose vehicle. No one's pitting. Honestly, I'm tempted, but it would put me in dead last, and I really don't want to go down that road. Okay. AI under caution, everyone. They really don't know what they're doing. Round the outside, round the outside. Tyler, despite being on fire, is not in the lead as I would have expected. Instead it is Kurt Wilde leading! Now the car is tight all of a sudden. Okay. Also interesting to me is that the, Was Thrasher on the brake there or something? Stop it! Oh, I can't go anywhere. Settle it, you two! There we go. That's gonna be the death of me, I tell you. Oh. Weird entry! I can barely even hear the spotter over these cars. What the heck? You know, when I was fighting my dad in Atlanta, it felt like a battle, but here it just feels more like a nuisance. No, I'm cutting you off. This is an intervention, Thrasher. Okay, Monica, thank you for that. At least signal next time. God. Car, what are we doing? Car, what are we doing? Me, what are we doing? God. Two words to describe this race car right now. Moving violation. Here you go again, Thrasher.
All clear. Alright, here we go.
This is Tyler and Kurt Wilde, two teammates, battle for the win. I'm trying to get near there, but
Still there.
my car is not a fan of the idea. At all.
Yellow flag.
And now we have a caution, and everyone's pitting. Hallelujah. What are those? Okay, apparently they took 2, but honestly, I'm fine with that. 17th is better than 40th, especially considering I still think we have like 8 laps to go in the stage, so I can get back in there. And, oh my god, nobody went off that restart. Okay, it's 6, I'm wrong, but still plenty of time to get back into stage points, assuming my car drives better now. Well, that's the apron. That'll do that no matter how tight your car is, which is how this track works. It's definitely tighter. Dad! Dad!
All clear.
Are we done? Are we done? Can I proceed can I proceed now? Are we done pinballing? My god, I thought I was playing Space Cadet 2000 for a second, not NASCAR Heat 5.
All down the inside. Alright, you're clear.
Well, I could have had enough time to get into stage points, but yeah, 3 wide, exiting the corner when my car is tight, and the track obviously automatically pushes cars up on exit because of how banking works. So yeah, that was a fun time to be had by all. It wasn't even so much like hitting my dad that was the problem. It was the fact that nobody seemed to even care that I was sliding around in front of them, and they just kept hitting me like I was some sort of like pinball bumper, you know? That's, you have to hit those for points. So yeah, I was literally pinball. They are pretty much 4 wide there for like 8th. Oh wow, you are not going very fast there.
Got a car low now.
Go, Dad. Oh, or don't. I just need to make one pass and get a stage point, but these two won't split up. Thank you.
Flag. Bring it home.
I need to actually make the pass, which is a different thing in its own right. Why is Moto Jojo in the top 10 in the 78 car? I swear that's not a normal thing.
Still there. Got one up top.
Yeah, definitely tighter.
Still there.
I will steal 8th from Thrasher last second. Mojo Jojo gets a stage point, and Suwako's in the top 5. And unclench, if only for a moment, as we now begin the final stage. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I know it's going to be very long.
Be ready.
I think it's going to be like 20 laps or something like that.
Got one kicking inside.
Oh, the restart of the gods.
You need it. Outside.
20 laps, pretty much exactly what I said. Well, we're going to go for the lead. I don't know what kind of restart I just took, but as the crowd roars, as they always do when you take the lead, totally unbiased crowd here at Dover, and just in general. Now I just have to not toss it away. That is the difficult part, especially at this track. Especially when the game is frame skipping mid-turn. You know, the part where I absolutely need to be in full control of my car to keep it from sliding around. Another possible concern is my tire life. dropping the pressures has made them wear a bit more than they were before, and I have to make them last for another 20 laps, assuming we don't get a caution. And I need to also not do that like an idiot. It is actually Buttercup behind me. I would have expected it to be a Toyota, be it Kurt Wilde or Tyler, maybe even my dad by some bizarre circumstances, but I didn't quite expect a 12. Somebody was out of the race, I couldn't tell you who. I don't know, I'll just explain the caution flag that just came out. I think the pit wall is going to be too tall for me to see in there and determine who. I think that's actually the 22 of Taylor who is out. If it's the 12 behind me, then there aren't very many yellow vehicles, so, you know, it kind of has to be a 22. I never actually let off the gas. I was busy trying to fumble around with the menus. Surprisingly, this car is on rails, as Tyler has taken second place back from Buttercup. Well, it's on rails when I don't drive like an idiot, anyway. I'm just wondering if Tyler, being on fire as he is, somehow has the pace to catch me, as I'm kind of going a little slower to, well, first of all, not crash, but also to kind of preserve tires. A caution could happen at any time, but in the event that it doesn't, I'd rather not puncture. Which in this game, 20% is the cliff, when your tires will begin to really have no performance, and they will puncture immediately if you make any inputs after 0% life. Nice. Nice wear. I haven't worn much yet. In 10 laps, it's gone down about 10%, so really I think I'm worrying about nothing, because they go down about 1% per lap, and we have like 12 to go. 11. Holy crap, Tyler is absolutely catching me. Okay, time to actually go fast. Now that I know, I think tires are not really a huge factor like I thought they'd be, as long as I'm not sliding everywhere like I was in the first couple of stages. Head round to 10 to go. I also believe lap traffic may prove to be of some concern in this race. I'm about half a straightaway up the road for the first car. The first car isn't the problem, it's when you start getting to lap cars that are battling one another, that's when it gets stressful to figure out. And then it becomes basically a game of Tetris. Oh, let's not do that. Me and Tyler are on another plane of existence when compared to, well, you know, everybody else on the track. It'll be a couple of laps now as Cerno in the 13 car has an engine problem, and I think she's out from that. But she got the pit road, so we will have no caution. Definitely getting very close to Ryan Storm in the 66 car. He'll be the first lap car to challenge. Definitely seems very adamant about the outside line, so as long as he keeps it that way, it'll be easy to negotiate him. As he decides to do not that and sit on the inside, thank you, very cool. You were in the outside for like 5 laps, but as soon as I got to inside line, were you expecting me to go high? I guess. It's my only thought, but no. Oh, I don't like that. So Ari had a really good qualifying, but has not been able to convert that into much of anything in this race. She's sitting 36th. Man, please turn. Oh, what happened to Newtory? What in the heck happened to you? Down here in 33rd. And definitely, not looking like the same person that just came second to me in the last race. Same for Blossom, it looks like, too, down in the bottom half. Something, like, happened? Was there something, like, minor scuffle between these two? And I don't know. Maybe if there was, the replay highlights will show, but it's really not consistent, because I have definitely dominated the lap traffic game over Tyler. Made quite a bit of distance between us due to it. You know, 38 is mostly going to come up. Actually didn't. Not as much as I thought anyway. That'll be that dealt with. Oh, I do. 2 laps to go. Not far now for me before I reach another victory. Isabella and Gina basically just said, let's take this outside, because there's somebody trying to actually pass us. And there we have it, there's another victory at Dover.
Driver, checker flags in the air. It's yours.
Nowhere near as straightforward as the last one, though. I put it in, not in first gear this time, how about... Let's try third. There we go. Ah, there's a wall. Okay, we're done. I apparently cannot do donuts for my wife. Let's see if the replay shows us anything here as to anybody getting together other than me. Battle Thrasher a lot in this race. Taylor had a tire go down, smacks that wall real good, and comes back down the track trying to reach the pit lane and cuts off her teammate. And then we had a caution. Yeah, the wall gets a lot closer suddenly, and then I just could not stop getting rear-ended. And then, yeah, that system's not great. You can't change who the camera's on during those replays. You know, it's not like you've been able to do that since the first Gran Turismo game back in 1997 or anything. But, you know. Now a pretty comfortable 35-point lead is a tie between Monica and Kurt Wilde for second in points. Reimu's still in the picture, but only so because of her win. Mojo Jojo is 11th in points in the 78 car. I really don't know how I feel about that. Tori clearly got all of her points from Atlanta, all like 36 of them. Big monster eat car. I don't. Tyler had the fastest lap. Yeah, he was running me down until we hit that lap traffic. Led 20 laps. I was also on the move. I guess nobody went to the back in the race, so yeah. Tough break for Taylor, who started on the second row, but ended up DNFing due to tire failure.